Hello there. Thank you for watching this video called Home Learning Tips for Parents. I'm a parent myself as well as a primary school teacher, and I know how difficult it can be and it is to educate children at home during this lockdown period. So as a teacher and more importantly as a parent, I've come up with the 5 tips called the 5 R's, which are routine, room, read, reward, and realistic. And hopefully, you'll find these 5 tips really useful for educating your children at home. But before I go on to the 5 R's, I want to say a massive thank you as a parent to all you parents out there because you are doing a really difficult job during really difficult times. But thank you for all the work and all the support you are giving to your child or children at home. So thank you from me to you. So here is my first tip. Routine. It's very difficult, or at least I found it difficult, to get my children into a routine. Children don't want to wake up on time because mentally they know they don't need to get ready for school. Sometimes it's even hard as an adult to get up on time or at the regular time because, again, you might not have work to go to. But I think if we can get into some sort of routine with our children, then that will really help them with their home learning. Agree with your child at what time might be the best time to do schoolwork. Now, I don't think there's anyone out there, I hope, that is suggesting that children should be sat from 9 o'clock till 3 o'clock doing schoolwork, because I found with my own children that just isn't going to work. But if we can allocate some of the time of the day to doing schoolwork and mixing that up with a bit of family time and free time, then I think it's going to work. So try and create some sort of routine. It will be difficult at the beginning for you and your children to get into this routine, but stick with it and you and your children will get into a routine. My next tip is all about finding a room or a space within the house which you can use on a regular basis, which will also be part of their routine. Whatever this space is, wherever this space is within the house, please make sure there are no distractions. For example, have the TV off or the radio off. Make sure they haven't got any devices near them, like their mobile phone that they might be tempted to use. During this learning time, make it as distraction free as possible. If you've got older children or even children of any age and they're able to independently do their work, especially if it involves online learning, it's still our responsibility to monitor what our children are doing online to keep them safe on the internet. Internet is very important, so please make sure your children are safe online. My next tip is all about reading. Please make sure that you encourage your child to read daily. Again, it doesn't have to be for hours on end. A few minutes a day, maybe about 10 minutes a day, get them into the habit, and it comes back to that word, get them into that routine of reading daily and regularly. If you've got younger children, it might be that you need to sit and do some shared reading where they want you to read to them. You know your child best, but please encourage them to read daily. There are also lots of online reading books. YouTube is full of people who are reading books out loud. There are websites like the Oxford Owl where you can sign up for free and read books online for free. Please, please, please make sure children are reading. My next tip is all about rewarding your child. I'm not suggesting that we should be using stickers, although you might want to, or giving them any physical rewards to again encourage them to want to learn whilst at home. I believe in the value of verbal praise. Think about the way you praise your child when they've done some work or completed a task. Really make a big deal of it and really think about your tone of voice when you are praising your child. There's a difference between saying, "Oh, that's great, well done, now do this," or "That is fantastic, what a fantastic piece of work. I'm really proud of you for doing that." Many schools have got ways where parents can communicate with the school. If that's something that is possible at your school, tell your child that you're going to send that piece of work to their teacher or to the school. And that way you can celebrate your child's achievement together as a parent and as a school. So take advantage of this. My final tip is all about being realistic. When I started doing the home learning with my children, I felt really overwhelmed because the school that my children are going to, I felt had set too much work for them to do, or I felt that it's too much for them. What we need to do is be realistic about how much work our child can actually get through. And if you're not a trained teacher yourself, you need to be realistic in how much support you can give your child. And you can also feel overwhelmed. I'm a primary school teacher and my children go to high school, and some of the work they've had to do is, I thought, quite difficult. Not difficult for them, but actually difficult for me. And that can add to the stress levels as well. So I'm suggesting do activities little and often. Keep the activities short, have a break, and then come back to them. I think it's really important that you plan the day ahead. Think about with your children or child what time you will be doing some schoolwork and have some realistic expectations about how much you can get through in the day. So to finish, I'd like to say first of all, thank you for watching this video. I hope you found my 5 tips really useful. I've tried to make them memorable by calling them the 5 R's. Remember, do the best you can, and you are doing an amazing job. Thank you for watching.